All right, let's talk about another big story of the day. The Federal Trade Commission Chair Lina Khan is reportedly meeting with representatives from Amazon next week in what could be the last face-to-face between the parties before the commission files an antitrust suit against the tech behemoth. For more on what to expect, we want to bring in two Yahoo Finance reporters covering this story, Dan Howley and Alexis Keenan. Alexis, let me start with you in terms of the FTC's approach, what this could mean for the battle with the FTC against Amazon. What does that look like?
Yeah, so both, first off, Amazon, FTC, both not commenting on this alleged meeting. The reports are coming from multiple news outlets that it is going to happen next week. And what they would do is they would have the three commissioners meet with Amazon officials before the FTC decides on whether it will file an antitrust suit. That's usually put up to a vote for the three commissioners there. Kind of a last chance here for Amazon to make its case as to why the FTC should not come after it on antitrust grounds. But if it does file, we still don't know which of Amazon's many business avenues that would be the target. Some of the suspects would include Amazon's third-party contracts that it has with third-party sellers, those that block sellers from offering lower prices elsewhere on other websites, and also some practices that favor sellers that use Amazon's own services, its logistics, its advertising services, and maybe even Amazon Prime. Important to note here that nearly all U.S. states have already come after Amazon on antitrust grounds, trying to allege that they are overstepping their bounds in some of those areas. But the bottom line here is that if the FTC does go forward, it could ask a federal judge, it could ask its own in-house court judge to break up this $1.4 trillion company. And that's a really palpable risk. In just 2 years, a little over 2 years, FTC Chair Lina Khan has earned a reputation for going after big tech. It's not just Amazon. She's filed a case against Meta's Facebook, also another case against Facebook. One is still on target here. One is still pending. Another one was lost. FTC also filed and lost a case against Microsoft trying to block its acquisition of Activision Blizzard. And of course, the FTC here, not really alone. The DOJ going all the way back to Trump's administration, and also all of these states going after all of these big tech companies. So a lot to talk about at this meeting, but certainly a last-ditch effort for Amazon to be able to make its case.
Dan, as we've seen in past regulatory crackdowns, it's not always about who wins the antitrust lawsuit. It's about how the company changes its behavior as a result of the threat of that. What does this ultimately mean for Amazon? Yeah, we're already kind of potentially maybe sort of seeing Amazon preemptively respond to this. There were reports, I believe it was Wall Street Journal, saying that Amazon is cutting back on some of its branding, its in-house private label brands, cutting those numbers down to maybe even 3 when it comes to apparel, things along those lines. They're going to keep the Basics brand, though, and that would help push off some of the criticism that they look at some of the sellers on their platform and then turn around and basically copy what they do and become a direct competitor. So that would be one of the ways that we could see them respond in the long run. They haven't really responded to the questions about that yet. They haven't responded to the questions about whether or not they're going to actually meet with the FTC either, obviously. But that's one of the ways. The other way is, they could face some kind of potential remedy where they come to an agreement with the FTC, where they'll change certain business practices. Maybe they eliminate the need for companies that work with them to use their freight or their logistics services. We also don't know if this is going to include Amazon's web services, its cloud division. That's another big piece of the puzzle for Amazon and could also potentially be up for investigation or potentially a lawsuit by the FTC. So there's a lot going on here for Amazon. Let's not forget about the whole, video aspect, music aspect. It's a huge business. And, they try to wrap everything together. The FTC already has a lawsuit against Amazon with regards to people accidentally signing up for Prime and then Amazon allegedly making it difficult for people to cancel the service. So, there's a lot going on here between the two. Lina Khan basically made her bones on the Amazon antitrust paradox
paper that she did for the Yale Law Journal. So we'll just have to see if that kind of rigorous examination of the company ends up paying off for the FTC and for her, or if Amazon can come out on top whenever something is filed.
We will see how this all shakes out. All right, Dan Halley, Alexis Keenan, thanks.